Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB CBS Daily Update channel. Is this really just about a romantic partnership? Or are we actually watching a corporate coup dressed up in silk and perfume? Seriously, think about it for a second. Was Brooke Logan actually trying to save her daughter's career on May 11, 2026? Or was she finally just dropping the mask to grab the crown she's always felt was hers? The fallout from this day isn't just another boring shift at Forrester Creations. It's a total psychological battlefield. The lines between family loyalty and personal ambition have completely vanished. Welcome back to our deep dive. Today, we're tearing apart the calculated moves of the Logan women. We're also looking at the looming collapse of the Forrester status quo. On the surface, it looks like a standard business fight. Steffy Forrester is doing what she does best. She's making cold, hard decisions to cut lines that aren't making money. Specifically, she's targeting Hope Logan's hope for the future. But let's be real here. Is anything in that building ever just about spreadsheets? Of course not. This is just the latest chapter in a war that has lasted for generations. Think about Steffy's move. Is shelving the line really just about profit margins? I don't think so. It feels like a power move designed to remind Hope exactly who is boss. By taking away Hope's creative outlet, Steffy is basically trying to make her irrelevant. It's pure territorial aggression. Steffy's ego is so tied to that Forrester name. She sees the Logans like intruders who have overstayed their welcome. It isn't just business. It's an attempt to scrub the Logan influence right out of her family's legacy. Now, we have to talk about Liam Spencer. For years, he's played the protective partner. On May 11th, he walked into Forrester Creations like he was a knight in shining armor. He really thought he was there to help Hope pack her bags and move to the Logan fashion house. But guess what? He got a door slammed in his face. Well, metaphorically, at least. Liam has this desperate need to be the fixer. If Hope is unhappy, he wants to move her somewhere else. He wants to be the architect of her peace. But Hope saying no tells us she is tired of being saved. It's a huge shift. Hope is finally realizing that leaving isn't the same as winning. If she goes back to the Logan office, she's basically telling Steffy that she lost. By staying, she is choosing to fight on the front lines. But she isn't doing it for Liam. She's doing it for her mother's new power play. I honestly think Liam's disappointment is a little bit selfish. He isn't just sad for Hope. He's frustrated because he lost his influence over her. He wants her away from Steffy so he can be the one in control. This feels like Hope's villain origin story moment. She's trading her good girl act for something much more calculated. She isn't looking for a protector anymore. She's found a partner in crime in her mother, Brooke. While Hope was shutting down Liam, Brooke was making moves that would make a chess champion blush. She didn't just ask Ridge for a job. She gave him an ultimatum that he basically can't refuse. She painted this picture of them being the king and queen of Forrester Creations. Do you see what she's doing there? This wasn't a business pitch. It was a romantic and psychological trap. Brooke knows Ridge's biggest weakness is his desire to be this legendary couple with her. By calling it destiny, she makes it impossible for him to say no without rejecting her as a person. She's using something called heuristic bias. She's talking about her tons of followers and the online buzz she'd create. She wants the decision to look logical, but it's really just a power grab. She is using her celebrity status as a Logan to overshadow Steffy's power as a Forrester. Ridge is clearly stuck in the middle. He loves his daughter, but Brooke is his Logie. The psychological weight of choosing between his wife's happiness and his daughter's job is paralyzing. Brooke knows exactly how to use that discomfort to get what she wants. I'm actually kind of here for it. For years, the Logans have been treated like guests in a house they helped build. Brooke demanding that co-CEO seat is her finally saying that if you don't take power, you'll always be at the mercy of people like Steffy. But what about Steffy? We can't ignore her side. While Brooke and Ridge were playing king and queen, Steffy was hiding out in Finn's arms, trying to forget about the office drama. But that peace is not going to last. When Ridge finally tells her about Brooke's plan, Steffy's world is going to shatter. Her reaction is predictable, but it's going to be intense. She sees this as a total betrayal of all her hard work. In her head, she earned her seat. She thinks Brooke is just trying to charm her way back into a title. This sets up a massive fight between merit and nepotism that will split the company in half. Steffy has this scarcity mindset when it comes to her dad. She thinks if Brooke gains power, she loses hers. She can't coexist with a Logan because they are a threat to her identity as the rightful heir. Steffy isn't just fighting for a title. She's fighting for her father's soul. She sees Brooke as this siren pulling Ridge away from his real family. Every time Brooke gains an inch in the office, Steffy feels like she loses a mile with her dad. Down at the Logan office, the tension is just as high. Donna is playing the role of the family conscience. She's warning Katie that hiring Hope just to get her away from Steffy will blow up the family. Is Donna right? Or is she just scared of Brooke's shadow? This is such a fascinating look at the hierarchy of the Logan sisters. Brooke is the leader. Period. Donna thinks any move Katie makes to steal Hope is an act of war against Brooke's plans. Katie feels stuck. She wants to be a successful mogul, but she also wants to be a loyal sister. She sees hiring Hope as a win-win. But Donna sees it as a zero-sum game where Brooke loses out on having her daughter nearby. I think Donna is being a total buzzkill. Katie has every right to grow her fashion house. If Hope is being treated badly at Forrester, why shouldn't she leave? Donna's obsession with family first feels like a way to keep everyone small and subservient to Brooke's drama. This is enmeshment at its worst. These sisters are so psychologically tangled up that a business choice is seen as a personal stab in the back. They can't just be independent professionals because they're always checking the emotional temperature of the group. While the Logans and Forresters are fighting, the actual work is suffering. We have to talk about Forrester. He is reaching his breaking point. He's been designing his heart out, but his work is buried under the Steffy Hope feud. He isn't just frustrated. He is ready to walk out the door. His outburst to Carter is a major turning point. It shows that the chaos at the top is ruining the people who actually keep the company running. Zend is just collateral damage in these ego wars. He's experiencing a weird kind of burnout. It isn't that he's working too much. It's that his work has no meaning because it never hits the runway. His professional self-worth is being eaten away by family politics he can't even control. I bet Zend is going to align himself with Brooke. If he thinks Brooke will greenlight his designs while Steffy blocks them, he'll switch sides in a heartbeat. And honestly, who could blame him? Loyalty to the Forrester name doesn't pay the bills if the name is keeping your talent in a basement. Now, we have to look at the dark cloud in the lobby, Remy Price. This guy is a total ticking time bomb. He's putting pressure on Dylan and threatening to expose their family link. This isn't just a side story. It's a massive security breach. Remy's presence adds this layer of corporate espionage to the whole thing. While everyone is arguing about the co-CEO seat, a criminal is literally wandering the halls. It shows how dangerous Ridge and Steffy's lack of focus has become. Remy is a textbook narcissist. He doesn't see his deepfake mistakes as a reason to stay away. He sees them as a hurdle to jump over. He views Dylan like a tool to be used, not family to be protected. Poor Dylan is terrified. She's stuck between family and her job at Forrester. The fear that her friendship with Elektra will end if the truth comes out is a massive weight. Remy is just happy to exploit that. Things are going to get way worse before they get better. Spoilers for the next 2 weeks say Ridge might actually force a vote on Steffy's co-CEO status. Can you even imagine the level of hatred that's going to ignite? If Ridge does that, he is basically telling Steffy her leadership is up for debate. Even if she wins, the damage is done. He's validating Brooke's power play by even thinking about it. Ridge is failing as a leader here. A real CEO would have shut Brooke down immediately to protect the chain of command. By re-evaluating because of an irresistible offer, he's showing the company isn't run on merit. It's run on who has the best access to his bedroom. I predict that if Brooke doesn't get that spot, she and Hope will finally leave together to join Logan. This would create a Logan fashion powerhouse that would go head-to-head with Forrester. It's the battle of the century. The Logans have the social media fans, but the Forresters have the history. This isn't just about a fashion show. It's a look at how power works in these huge families. Soap operas are like modern myths that validate a certain way of living. On May 11th, we saw that social order being challenged in a way that feels permanent. The Logans are like the middle-class climbers who made it to the top but are still treated like outsiders by the elite Forresters. Brooke's move is an attempt to rewrite the story so the Logans aren't just the guests anymore. They want to be the owners. This is all about legacy anxiety. Steffy is scared the Forrester name will just be a footnote in the Brooke-Logan story. Brooke is scared her time at the top is running out and she hasn't secured a throne for Hope. At the heart of it all is Ridge. He's a man who wants everyone to be happy, but he's going to end up making everyone miserable. His inability to set boundaries is the fuel for this fire. The hope for the future line is a metaphor for the whole company. Is it a failing relic that needs to be cut? Or is it the only thing giving the company a soul? It depends on who you ask. As we look toward the week of May 18th, the chaos is going to hit a fever pitch. We have plots moving in the shadows that are going to collide. Dylan taking an assistant job for Daphne Rose Walton or Elektra shows the younger generation is still trying to find their footing. But with Remy watching them, their new start is already in trouble. Elektra and Dylan's friendship is built on secrets. The tension of what happens when she finds out will probably drive Dylan to make even more dangerous choices to keep Remy quiet. RJ Forrester playing the hero to protect Elektra is a nice touch, but it's like putting a band-aid on a massive wound. The real threat isn't just Remy. It's that the whole family is so distracted by Brooke and Steffy that they don't see the predators in their own lobby. I expect a major security scandal to hit Forrester, and Steffy will use it as leverage. She'll try to prove that Brooke and Ridge's leadership is a liability. If she can show the company is less safe under their king and queen rule, she might win the board's support to keep her title solo. Soap operas are excesses of character and plot that reveal our biggest dreams and failures. This episode is a perfect example. It isn't just a TV show. It's a mirror for the power struggles we all deal with, just with more expensive clothes. The fight between Brooke and Steffy is the eternal battle between change and tradition. Brooke is the new, celebrity-driven future. Steffy is the bloodline-based past. We connect with this because we all feel like a Logan or a Forrester sometimes. We're either trying to prove we belong or trying to protect what we've built. Hope's commitment to her vision is her way of proving her worth in a world that treats her like a budget item. When she sees her mother fighting for her, it's the first time she feels truly supported in her job. Ridge staring into Brooke's eyes as the episode ends is the ultimate cliffhanger. It's that moment of hesitation before everything falls apart. We know he's going to say yes. We know it's going to destroy the peace. And that is exactly why we'll be watching tomorrow. Now, I want to hear from you. The Logan-Forrester war has officially gone nuclear. But whose side are you on? Is Brooke Logan a visionary leader trying to save the company's future? Or is she just a power-hungry mother using Ridge to crush his own daughter? And what about Hope? Should she have stayed to fight, or was Liam right that she should have left to find her own independence? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you are as obsessed with these power plays as I am, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Hit that notification bell too. We're going to cover every second of this chaos as it happens. Thanks for watching. Stay bold, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one. What will happen if Ridge replaces Steffy with Brooke? If Ridge actually pulls the trigger and replaces Steffy with Brooke, we aren't just looking at a simple office shuffle. We are looking at the total nuclear meltdown of the Forrester family as we know it. Seriously, think about the psychological weight of this for a second. Ridge is essentially telling his daughter that her years of hard work, her bloodline, and her success mean less than Brooke's irresistible pitch and her tons of followers. This isn't just a business move. It's a declaration that the Logan influence has finally completely conquered the Forrester throne. The immediate fallout is going to be massive hostility. Sources say Ridge already knows that putting Brooke in that seat will ignite a fire that might never go out. We're talking about a completely ruined relationship between a father and his daughter. Steffy has already made it clear that she isn't going to just clean out her desk and disappear. She's ready to dig in her heels and fight for the title she feels she earned through merit. And can you blame her? From a psychological perspective, Steffy's ego is tied to that office. Replacing her with the woman she's viewed as a siren her whole life is the ultimate betrayal. But here's where it gets really messy. If Ridge moves forward, we could see him forcing a literal vote on Steffy's co-CEO status. Imagine the corporate chaos that would cause. Every board member and family employee would have to pick a side. It turns the company into a battlefield of merit versus nepotism. And don't think for a second that Steffy will take this lying down. Spoilers tell us she is already vowing revenge. She views this as a betrayal of her friendship and her job. If she gets pushed out, she might spend the rest of the year trying to systematically dismantle Brooke's leadership from the outside or the inside. The funny thing is, the ripples go way beyond just those two. Think about the designers. Forrester is already at his breaking point because his designs aren't hitting the runway. If Brooke takes the lead, he might actually flip his loyalty and join her team. Why? Because Brooke is promising to save Hope's line, which means Zen's work finally gets seen. This creates a Logan camp within the Forrester walls, with Zen and Hope as the creative engine and Brooke as the power at the top. But what about the rest of the Logans? You'd think they'd be cheering, right? Well, not exactly. Donna is already terrified that Brooke's power grab is going to blow up the family. She's warning Katie that poaching Hope or getting involved in this mess will fracture the Logan sisters beyond repair. Brooke might get her crown, but she could lose the support of her own sisters in the process. It's a classic case of winning the battle but losing the war. And we can't forget the hope for the future line. Hope is currently counting on her mom to save her career. If Ridge says yes to Brooke, it validates Hope's decision to stay at Forrester instead of moving to Logan. But if Ridge hesitates, or if Steffy wins the power struggle, Hope might finally walk away for good. This choice is the hinge on which the entire summer of drama is going to swing. The psychological layer here is all about hegemony or the social order of the show. For decades, the Forresters have been the ruling class, and the Logans have been the climbers. Replacing Steffy with Brooke flips that dynamic. It tells the audience that the traditional bloodline rules don't matter as much as celebrity buzz and romantic influence. It's a modern myth about how power is taken, not given. So, if Ridge makes that choice, expect a total company split. Expect Steffy to go full villain to get her company back. Expect Zen to become a Logan loyalist. And expect Ridge to be a man without a daughter as he tries to play king to Brooke's queen. It's going to be a long, hot summer of betrayal. What do you think? Is Ridge about to make the biggest mistake of his life, or is Brooke exactly what the company needs to stay relevant in the age of followers? Could Steffy actually lose the job she loves, or is she about to show everyone why you never cross a Forrester? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want to see how this power struggle ends, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and hit that notification bell. We're going to be here for every single showdown. Thanks for watching, stay bold and beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one.